number 3, waiting for the green light, which we're about to give him. And we'll see what happens here between Beech and Thompson.
Yeah, so the Mardu Dragons deck, your evolution of these of the Mardu mid-range decks, playing Thunderbreak Regent, Stormbreath Dragon, Kolagon, the Storm's Fury. So that's the Fate Reforged Kolagon.
And what this deck really is, it's a deck that, if you're playing Mardu, you want to cast Crackling Doom. That's the reason that you're playing the deck. Now it's, okay, what's the best base around Crackling Doom? People tried control strategies, mid-range strategies. As Gerry takes Crackling Doom with Duress, people are now trying dragons around it. Temple of Triumph here for Beech. He's going to leave his top card on top very quickly as we head back Thompson's way.
What I like about Mardu Dragons is it is attempting to put Goblin Rabblemaster back into the metagame. That there were very few decks that were actually able to play that deck recently. This one, though, 4 Rabble-Masters.
There's a Soulfire Grandmaster. Fleece main line the draw here for Thompson. He'll play an Anafenza and pass the turn back.
So Gerry, one thing that Abzan does better than Mardu is it just gets to play creatures that are slightly larger.
Yep.
See that Anafenza matching up well against cards like Draconic Roar in Clifton's deck.
But Mardu typically has the better removal spell, or one could argue the best removal spell in Crackling Doom.
Yeah, we see once again why Gerry would want to take it. And a swing with Soulfire Grandmaster.
Oh, this is fine. I mean, Gerry knows that. Oh, Clifton knows that Gerry knows that he has Draconic Roar, so from the Duress. So I completely understand the attack here. It's basically a freebie.
I mean, it's still a 2-for-1.
Well, there's the Roar. Gonna reveal a dragon. Yep, Thunderbreak Regent. The Draconic Roar has lifelink. It is a 2-for-1, and that's also Clifton's entire turn too. So clearly Gerry is happy with that trade.
Yeah, I'd have to think that that's fine. Clifton gets to gain a lot of life off that one.
Yep.
Cool interaction between the 2 cards.
You got to gain way more than I thought, excuse me.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
3 to the dome, 3 to the creature.
And then 2 from lifelink damage itself. So
yeah.
Actually gets to gain 8 total. There's Fleece main line. Temple of Silence was a land. We head back Beech's way.
And Clifton, can he kill the Fleece main line? If not, Gerry's going to get to raid that Wingmate Rock in his hand. Already used his Draconic Core. Does have more copies. I think the reason he was ready to make that trade was he has lots of copies of Soulfire Grandmaster in his hand. Looks like another Roar as well.
Oh. Reveal the Thunderbreak Regent again. Pass the turn back. No 4th land there for Beech. Thompson with a Draconic Roar, with a Wingmate Rock, and now a 5th land. Now the question, of course, is do you play 5th man and Rock and pass the turn back, or do you wait?
Yeah, so he has Dromoka's Command and Wingmate Rock. Yeah, I mean, you'd like to raid that Wingmate Rock. You're not going to get to right now. I think he just has to play it, though, because passing the turn, especially when you know your opponent has at least 1 Thunderbreak Regent, just seems too conservative.
What's also pretty tough here, too, is that you play your Wingmate Rock, and part of the reason that you play it this turn is because, well, what if I draw Wingmate Rock next turn?
Right.
So, and Gerry has 3 in his main deck, and you imagine if he's got a Wingmate Rock in his deck right now, it's really good in this matchup. You're going to want the 4th one. So if he just draws a Wingmate Rock next turn, it's like, okay, this works out perfectly.
Now, if you look at the life totals, however, especially now that Clifton plays another Soulfire Grandmaster, Gerry still can't race with this Wingmate Rock very well. Because Clifton gained 8 on that one turn. We're at 28 and 11. Not even to mention the fact that the 2/2 on the ground for Clifton has lifelink.
The draw this turn was Anafenza.
That's going to be really good here.
It's a big creature.
We'll see if he wants to use the Dromoka's Command immediately, or if he wants to save that for something else.
I was curious if he was going to wait or not. He's going to make this bigger and kill that.
And Clifton will go to 30, but definitely behind on the board. He's going to need some lands. What I like about what Gerry did there is he made the Anafenza big enough there so that it can kill a Thunderbreak Regent even if Clifton draws land 4.
Yep, and then if he attacks with both creatures, he makes Wingmate Rock into a 4/5. So Thunderbreak Regent basically becomes irrelevant at that point.
So an update on what's going on Clifton's side of the board. He's at 30. He's definitely behind on the board right now. It's going to take a lot of damage because of it. He has 1 Thunderbreak Regent, but if he hits 2 lands, he has 3 Stormbreath Dragons against a board of white creatures. So if he hits land here, I still like Clifton's odds.
Well, you better get this game over with.
Gerry needs to kill him before he hits those lands.
Yes. It's gaining a little bit of life thanks to Wingmate Rock, but yes, he needs to get this game over with right now.
3 Stormbreath Dragons will be difficult for Gerry to get through.
Can Beech draw lands? Draconic Roar is not a land.
No, it does let him 2-for-1 himself to get rid of Anafenza, which may just be good enough.
May have some interest in that. untap and draw. We'll see if Gerry has any plans on attacking. Drew a copy of Rakshasa Death Dealer. Is he afraid of Draconic Roar number 3? It's actually pretty good here.
It is good. I don't know if he can respect Draconic Roar number 3. I mean, he's got to swing them both. It makes Wingmate Rock even bigger. There's a lot of good stuff going on here.
Yeah, gonna gain some life.
Will Soulfire jump in front of Anafenza? I imagine it will.
Here's the Roar.
That's another 8 life gained by Clifton. This interaction is so good.
Just keeping his head above water, honestly.
But he gains 6 right now. I think he's gonna gain 2 more. It's gonna be a 26. Take 5. Imagine I think he ends at 21.
The follow-up is going to be the Death Dealer. I think we're going to see the Citadel come in too. We will. Pass that turn back. Caves the Coil is the draw.
Hires half the equation. Now, Thunderbreak Regent, not particularly good here. It's not going to block either of these guys well.
It's actually quite poor.
Yeah, Rakshasa Death Dealer was a big draw because what this does mean on Gerry's side is that he's a creature that is not blanked by Storm Breath Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Here's an attack. We're going to get some pumps, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if he has enough for 3 pumps, I imagine you'll see 2.
Am I greedy? Wanted to pump 3 times? I'm pretty greedy.
Oh, wow.
I'm just asking.
Well, I mean, okay, I guess he's used a lot of Draconic Roars right now.
I just kind of want to get him.
I think you're greedy. I think this Death Dealer is important.
I want to deal 13, put you to 8. I don't know why. I just do. I have to take 2 to do that, though.
Clifton standing out. Just all these dragons.
You know when you do that, you need to draw a 5th land, you peel the temple or the nomad outpost. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what happens.
That's how this works. The issue is that even when he hits the land, I don't know how he's dealing with the Rakshasa the Death Dealer.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
It's not a white creature. If it was, he'd be fine. Could chump the Regent, block 1 white creature, play another one, block both white creatures.
Looks like it's going to be 2 pumps, maybe not 3. Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
3rd pump. I rubbed off on him. I taught him good. Just get him.
Gerry Thompson, the full amount of pumps here. I mean, there are 3 Draconic Roars in Clifton's graveyard.
And he just says, all right, shields are down. Pass the turn.
Can Clifton hit the land? He needs it. It is a Bloodstained Mire. Okay, that'll work.
That'll work.
But he's going to be having to chump block repeatedly here with these Storm Breaths even.
Legacy starts at 9 a.m. Modern starts at
So what Clifton's trying to do now, you see the life total is 8 to 12. He's trying to figure out, okay, can I attack with Thunderbreak Regent and then leave Storm Breath back on defense and then play another Storm Breath next turn and kill you? I think that's what he's trying to figure out. How aggressive can I get?
Well, the problem is Gerry's going to gain 2 off the attack from Wingmate Rock.
Correct?
So that's a one issue. I mean, he'd have to leave back his Storm Breath, and it would have to chump Rakshasa Death Dealer as opposed to just blocking Wingmate Rock.
Very true. Clifton going to search up a swamp there with his Bloodstained Mire. He's down to 7.
But you're right, it's not far from having Gerry dead. If Gerry didn't have the 2 points of life gain, I think Clifton would be, you're right, that would be the play. He'd attack, put Gerry to 8, then chump away a Storm Breath, swing, put Gerry to 0, and say, hey, look, it's an exact amount of damage. But that 2 life gain off Wingmate Rock makes that not a good option.
Yep. That's what Beech has got to think about here. 3 Stormbreath Dragons in hand. Can that fantastic card stabilize the game? Oh, he's coming. Maybe.
He's got to think what exactly he is drawing to here.
There's Stormbreath. This is a tough spot.
Well, okay, what he can do, assume he top decks Crackling Doom. If he leaves back both creatures here, he can chump Thunderbreak, put Stormbreath in front of the Wingmate Rock, take 0. Then if the attack happens next turn, he can put... Oh, no, I was going to say he could put Stormbreath. Yeah, he could... No, I'm trying to see if there's a way he can get it so that Crackling Doom, if he drew it, would eat the Death Dealer. But I don't know on the surface how that happens.
I think it's relatively unlikely.
If he could have forced a situation where Gerry had to pump the Death Dealer to 6/6, I think that would work. But he can't. Stormbreath's not big enough there.
Thompson going to go down to 8 from the attack. He'll quickly untap and take a draw.
Gerry's going to have to miss the life gain trigger.
I find that unlikely.
Yeah, tap.
Yeah, he's going to go up to 10 now. Death Dealer is presenting lethal, so that's what has to get blocked.
Clifton's hand's forced. He has to block Death Dealer. He's tapped out, so it's not like he can bluff anything.
Pump twice to kill it. Yep.
Sure. Clifton goes to 1. Oh, no, to 2. You're right. Wingmate Rock is a 5-6.
Same bad situation.
And goes to 1 attack from dead.
I think the Murder's Cut may have been the draw.
I mean, oh, that's so close. If he had a 6th land in play, that would be live. You could swing the Regent, play Wingmate, or play Storm Breath, block Rock, kill Death Dealer. It would regenerate, but then you'd swing for lethal. If you had a 6th land, that would work.
Yeah, so I think the line here for Beech is probably just pass. Put Thunderbreak Regent in front of Death Dealer, cut Wingmate Rock. Yep, cross your fingers.
Question is, what are you crossing here? I guess.
Crackling Doom.
Yeah, Crackling Doom.
You need Gerry to brick a couple of turns.
Crackling Doom. Okay, Gerry bricks a couple. Yeah, you're right. That is the line.
I think that's his out. Yep, that's
there you go.
That's
There's
number
the brick.
1.
Next thing is he's going to have to do is he's going to have to top deck Crackling Doom.
Yep. It's full price for cut.
No reason to pay anything less.
I'll kill that.
Now he has 3 copies remaining in his deck. Can he draw Crackling Doom? And he actually can just play chump blockers while he goes for it. Did he do it?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Clifton Beech.
A big draw.
Playing what a big.
That's a big draw. And Gerry's at 8 now too.
Gerry's at 8.
He's got to draw a creature now. Right now.
Wow, and he may have just got the card he needed. Now, to be fair, he could have played Storm Breath to chump while waiting for that draw, but he didn't even waste time. He got it right away.
And Gerry's considering maybe cracking some fetch lands to thin out his deck. I don't know if he's going to do that or not. Those life points are pretty important at this point. He'll just draw a random card. Temple, this is bad news.
Well, if there's a Siege Rhino, that's fine.
That's Siege Rhino is good news. If that's a Siege Rhino. That's his out in this situation because now he's beyond the 8-ball because we know the cards in his hand. For Beech, he's got 2 Stormbreath Dragons.
Gerry will be almost certainly dead in 2 turns.
Yep. Fast turn back. We got a Stormbreath Dragon coming in just a second. Believe you me.
Even if the top card's something like Hero's Downfall, that doesn't matter.
Yep.
Here's Stormbreath. Gerry goes to 4. Did he keep Siege Rhino on top? The way he thought about it makes me think
yeah,
no.
He's cracking his fetch line. There's no way it's a Siege Rhino.
Well, I think whatever he kept on top, it doesn't beat the Stormbreath on the board. So he thought him keep on top, but now he's going to shuffle it away. It wasn't the Rhino.
Yep. All right.
Can he top deck Clifton back?
That's the question. He's going to thin out 2 lands, shuffle it up real good, and hope for the best.
It is just Siege Rhino that he's going for here. I don't believe anything else will do.
Nope. Removal spell's no good here. It's a Rhino.
Nissa Worldwaker, if he's boarded it in, would work.
Okay.
I got nothing else. I think those are it.
How do we do?
Did he get there?
Policeman
Lion. That will not get it. Clifton Beech with the comeback win in Game 3 over Gerry Thompson.
Crackling Doom, a huge peel there for Clifton Beech. He'll take down Gerry Thompson 2 games to 1. Mardu Dragons moves on to 8-1 for tomorrow.
Wow, and what a draw there for Clifton.
Yeah, huge draw. Played to his house the best he could.
Yeah, I like how he played that, and especially he was willing to 2-for himself repeatedly, throwing away Soulfire Grandmasters just to get life points, knowing that just to bridge his way to finally hitting lands 4 and 5.